Hello everyone. I just wanted to do this video just talking about veganism. I think I haven't done a video yet about it, but this is something obviously I'm really passionate about. I really am passionate about veganism, and what it stands for means a lot to me. I've been vegan since last year, and I just feel because there's a lot of things that have been thrown out and stuff. People say, "Oh God, we're not meant to eat meat and stuff. We're actually not omnivores with this." It's interesting because there's a word called foodivores that's been thrown out, and I'm thinking, perhaps we are, perhaps we aren't. But no, I do think veganism is passionate to me because I think as human beings, we are more closely related. I think our closest relative is like the bonobo or the chimpanzee or something. So I think if you look at, just forget about the ethics for one minute. If you just look at like biologically, we are kind of. I do feel that we're honestly potentially more suited to eating plants because just in terms of our instincts, we don't really have that instinct to hurt an animal, do we? Like especially when we're growing up. There's this studies like if you put a baby in a crib with like an apple or a rabbit, they would eat the apple. They wouldn't try and hurt the rabbit. And for me, that's like my own experiment. If you put like a baby in sort of an area with, a puppy, a kitten, and then you put in a piglet or a lamb or a little chicken or something, you wouldn't know what to eat and what not to eat. You wouldn't start eating the pigs. It wouldn't know what to kill and what not to kill. The baby would play with all of them. So I think that's another interesting thing. I think as we're growing up, that's the point I'm trying to make. Is that we don't really have any carnivorous instincts. We don't have the instinct. I mean, where is our instinct when we're growing up? We kind of. So I feel like, cause I looked online and it says about in the ice age or something, in the last ice age, we kind of had to eat meat because obviously it was an ice age and there were no plants or anything, so we kind of had to eat meat then for sustenance. But really, eating meat, I don't think was ever meant to be like a staple part of our diet. It was just out of necessity for one moment in time, like during the ice age and stuff, that we sort of had to. But it's interesting because. Yeah, because obviously ethically wise, we are terrible, aren't we? But I do feel that we need to change. We need to look at ourselves in the mirror and realise that we're breeding so many land animals into existence, and it's just crazy, because like I said, people, some people like say, "Oh God, in the name of God" or something, you might eat meat, but then when it's quite crazy, like when did a cow, pig or chicken ever do anything to deserve eternal damnation under the eyes of God? It doesn't make any sense. People say, "Oh God, because God allowed us to." But when has a cow, pig or chicken ever done anything to deserve the wrath that we hurl on them? So I feel like we're using these bland excuses, which sort of bothers me. But no, I feel like we need to change. We need to change as a society. We need to connect more and realise what's happening. People have, let's be honest, people already have. There's so many alternatives nowadays. I've been vegan since last year, but I do feel like we need to change. We need to change as a society and realise that animals do have their own intrinsic value. And they're not here for us. They're here for their own reasons. They're here for their own reasons. They deserve more than to just sort of live and die in a warehouse. I think that's blasphemous. I feel like it's unbelievable. That we get to choose who gets to live and die and stuff like that. I think it's absolutely unfathomable. Especially as we're living in a society that loves our cat and dogs. I mean, that's the thing. It's bigotry. It's the same oppression, and it's just this thing. It's the same oppression. This oppression is oppression. So I feel like other video I was taking the mick. I wasn't taking piss. I was just saying, people like LGBTQ, Black Lives Matter, Jewish people, whatever, other minority groups, because they've been oppressed in the past, they should be able to understand oppression more, which is what I was trying to say. And I feel like people should understand the oppression that certain species of animals are going through, because discrimination is discrimination, and I think something needs to change, and I really hope it does.